behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Play action now. It's Kong. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. That one, take it in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Ho-ho! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And some nice footwork as he spins forward for a yard. 3rd down and 9. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one, a deep shot for Rice. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the carry is Piron. 1st down and more inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A give here to Pacheco. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Gray is the motion man here. 1 quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Two choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the give, this is Kamara. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. They'll go play action with Carr. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, New Orleans. Carr working out of the gun. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he'll take it on in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. And he will get into the end zone, extending the lead from 9 to 11. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. First down throw, Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. First and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's complete to Rice. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. On first down, it's Mahomes. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Gray. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in! Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
1st down, Saints.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. He'll let one go down the middle. And this will be incomplete. Barquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Carr to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Open man down the field. It's Olave. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. A run here with Kamara. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Carr. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. To the goal line and in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And make it 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. He's into the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. First and 10 for Mahomes. That is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. That's deep for Olave. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes on 1st down. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They go play action with Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs have cut the deficit to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, Carr throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Now Kamara. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now, a second down throw from Carr. He'll go right and find his running back. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Carr working out of the gun. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. The shotgun. It's Carr. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Carr. That is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. Oh, no, he missed it. Not more than a chip shot, but it's no good. And this lead will stay right where it is. They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here comes second down. Play action here. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
And he's going to have the Chiefs' first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the...
I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Carr. Going for it all. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, Got a few more defensive stops there.